podcast. This is the Kingdom of Israel. Our big purpose is to bring together the 12 tribes of Israel as we make our way from an online community to a on-land community. And, you can check out the links on the page and in the description. So, salvation, what does that mean? What is salvation? Basically, salvation just means to be saved. Saved from what? Right? Saved from what? Saved from, saved from oppression. For the most part, being Israelites, Israel always fell into some type of oppression, some type of slavery, whether it was in the book of Judges or, back in Exodus, the Israelites always fell into slavery. And, they needed to call upon the Lord to be saved from this, that type of oppression from wherever they was at, whether it was, Sodom and Gomorrah with Lot, or with Moses in Exodus, or, Babylon, either or, the Israelites always needed saving. That we always had to call upon our God and get, and call for that help and guidance so we could come back and be a people again, to get, out from up another people, and here we are today. It's the same thing. We're under America. We're under oppressive government, and we need saving. We're going to have to call upon our Lord again and ask for saving, for salvation. I don't have to tell you guys, but y'all already see it. Anybody can look at the news. World War III is imminent. All these things, are happening. The gender war, we can't come together. We hate each other so much that, it's hard for us to build communities. It's hard for us to come together and, appreciate and value one another. I'm not saying everybody, of course, but I'm saying, there aren't as many, Black communities that we used to have. And right now, you could almost say we're on the brink of extinction, really, as a people, because, look at any nation there is. They have their own land. They have their own educational system, their own policies and legislation and law. They have these things. I can't name a nation that's doing as bad as we are, to be honest. So we almost, like I say, I hate to say it, man, it's like we're going extinct just because of our situation that we're currently in as a nation, as a people. We're in a bad spot, and we're gonna need a lot of help to really to move from this our current situation. So, and like I stated before, we're gonna have to call upon our Lord. We're gonna have to call upon the God of Israel and ask the Lord and persuade the Lord to come and guide us, or send us a man who has the plan to lift us to another level as a people, a whole new plateau as a nation, as a people. Right now we're a people, but in a sense we're lawless. It's like anarchy. And we need another government to govern us. The next plateau for us would to be self-governed, where our brothers are governing our community or nation. that would be the next plateau, and that's the next level, and that's where it needs to be taken to. So, just as there was a Moses, there's gonna be a brother like that, one who's anointed. Just as Jesus Christ, he was anointed. Moses, he was the Christ of that time. He was anointed. He took our people to the next level. King David, he took our people, well, King Saul first, and, because he was our first king. And then King David, excuse me, then King David, and then, of course, King Solomon. They took it to a whole nother level. And, that's what's needed today. We need strong men, strong brothers who are going to stand in this fight and take our people to that next plateau. It will, right, save our people, and take them to that next level. Save us from this hell we're living in. You can't say we're not living in hell. Hell is on earth. Hell is a state of being, a state. That's why they call states, because there's a border, there's a culture within that border, and within that culture, or Salaki, within that border, there's a state of being that takes place, a spirit, a culture. You could, would be I guess a more textbook way of saying, instead of spirit, a culture, a whole way of being, So that's what hell is. Hell is a state of being. And, right now we need that next level. So, I completely understand, some of our people are really invested in this place. We've been here for generations. We've been here for a long time. And in being here for so long, we put so much effort and work and invested so much into this place that some of us are really in love with the beast. I hate to say it, but that's what it is. Some of us are very in love with this place that, some of our people will really hate to see America go. And, I understand it at a certain level, because America, it has certain amenities. Sometimes some of our people think if we were to go on our own, things couldn't be as nice as America is, just the same way some of us think, I'm not saying everybody thinks this, but some people will think, Africa is, they still living in huts and stuff over there, which isn't true. Africa has its own culture and land and their own cities and communities, skyscrapers and everything, a whole skyline, in plenty of them countries in Africa. It's not just huts. I'm not, trying to promote Africa, but I'm just saying they have things there, and most of I'm going to say some of us think that, there's still huts there, just like some people who have never came to Texas still think it's cowboy stuff down here. They do some cowboy stuff, but it's not the Wild West. Not completely. It's, not like the movies in the 1970s. It's not completely like that. So, some of us will think, when we come together, it might be some of that same stuff. We're going to be stuck in the Stone Age, and, we'll be hitting each other upside the head because, niggas just can't get it together, But that's not so. We're actually a very intelligent people. All it takes is really the right leadership. I believe so. It's just going to take the right leadership. And, we need that leadership. We need strong brothers. Like I said before, we need the mighty men on earth who are going to stand and want to do something and put forth their hand into building a great nation. Just like, the scriptures say, we're looking for the kingdom of heaven. That's what we're seeking. We're seeking the land of milk and honey. The narrative never changed. We're seeking that land of milk and honey. We're seeking a powerful, great nation. If you want to, boil it down, that's what it is. We're seeking heaven. And that's the plan. That's the end goal. That's it, man. The end. That's all she wrote. And of course, like I said, man, some of us are very comfortable in this, and it's sad, but like I said, I understand it because America has so much. It's a very rich country, and when you starting out building, as a people, you may not have as much as the amenities that America has. And for some, it's going to be hard to lower their standard of living, and really in a while, the way things are going, I think everybody's going to be forced to lower their standard of living, just because how I see things going, and the inflation is kind of going real crazy right now. So I who knows, and and me starting this trying to build an intentional community, I'm gonna try and get it to where it's regenerative. Regenerative. It's sustainable. To where things like rainwater harvesting, hydroponics, aquaponics. There's several ways to turn a desert into the Garden of Eden. There's several ways to do that, and all it takes is a Google search or a YouTube search. We're in the age of information. The information is there. Nobody has to wait. You can start learning now. Whether it be how you should do the land, or what it takes to become an Israelite. Putting forth the actions in your culture. So the information is there. All it takes is, that person, you and me, to really learn it. That's all it takes. So, I understand there's a lot of us that are very comfortable just because of the luxuries that America has. It's a first world country, and it's made hell very comfortable. We may not have, too many communities, but you got running water. You got a lot of stuff. You got TV. You got love and hip hop. You got a lot of things here. And the thing is, lowering your lifestyle is, for a lot of people, that's going to hurt them. Not only that, the truth can be hurtful. And some people are just going to side with the beast because it's easier to suffer than it is to find out what it is to go with your people. on a plot of land to build a community. Because excuse me. I know another thought might be in the back of most of our mind is that, well, brothers want to start a community, but look at the hood. You can have hood plus two. Hood 2.0. You gonna have and it's just gonna be niggas self-governed. Oh man, you have a super hood, man. It's gonna be y'all niggas just gonna be killing each other. That's what it's gonna be. We gonna be hitting each other upside the head with a club. It's gonna be the Stone Age all over. that shit cracked me up. But that's that's what I know. That thought is in the back of some of y'all's head. It's gonna be the Stone Age. Niggas coming together. Oh man, we going back to the Fred Flintstone. That thought is back there. Some people, they just so hooked on massa. It's hard to come back from that. And I get it. Kinda. I don't fully relate, but I get it to a certain degree. But I rather do this, for the Lord. If anything, I'd rather start this community and really put forth the action to see our people in a much better position. That would be a beautiful sight. So is Judah a homeborn slave, like the scriptures say? We just can't get it together. Is that what it is? Judah can't be saved. Judah just the homeborn slave. Master say I can't do that. Oh well, you just gonna have to gird your loins and do it. Who cares what anybody say? You're going for your freedom. You're seeking the kingdom. You're seeking your heaven in particular. Everybody's got their heaven. They got their land. They can police their own neighborhoods. They can self-govern. If they wanted to change, if their nation is doing bad right now, it's within their power to change it. And it's in our power as well. It's just that the learning curve may be a bit harder for us. So, you got to save you. You got to put forth the action. And, and one of the actions is persuading the Lord to be on our side. And, nobody can do this for you. As I stated in one of my videos, the kingdom of heaven is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. So what does that mean? That means it's within your power to bring about whatever you need to bring about. Because you're the Lord's chosen people. He's with you. So anything you have the courage to do, and the will to do, and the spirit and zeal, it can be done. And I'm telling you, when we really get together on one accord, it will be done. I firmly believe that. So it's up to you. Nobody can do this for you. It's high time for us to build with each other. And really get this thing going. We really don't have a whole lot of time, and I'm be honest, we really don't need a whole lot of time to get it done. It's just gonna take a lot of collaboration. Iron sharpeneth iron. If we can come together and collaborate, I'm telling you, we could see ourselves very strong, man. Because collaboration is what's gonna be our superpower. Of course, the scriptures, that's the wisdom and understanding. And you should understand that us working together is what's going to really get us on top. Just like any other government, any other nation, they work together because they value each other. They value each other. That's really what it comes down to. They value their God. They value their book, their traditions, their culture. That's why they appreciate each other. And because they appreciate each other, they grow in value. It's that simple. Now, I didn't say it was easy. It's that simple. But it can be done. We're a strong people. We've gone through a lot. And in going through what we've been through, like what we're going through right now and slavery and stuff, I don't think too many people could really have gone through what we went through and survived. And we're still surviving and we're still getting stronger. Like I said, this is the age of information, and do the research. Whether if you don't know you're an Israelite, do the research. If you don't know anything, just have the inquisitive mind to go and do the research. That's what I would say. So us coming together, us creating communities. Trust me, if us coming together and us creating communities, it'll return us to our full strength again. And we will create the kingdom of heaven, our heaven. So, I hope you guys liked my speech and, got some understanding or some wisdom from it. Of course, this is the Kingdom of Israel. I'm creating an intentional community and indigenous micronation. Our big purpose is to bring together the 12 tribes of Israel as we make our way from an online community to an on-land community. And check the links on the page and in the description. And you guys have a good one, man. Shalom.